You guys like Let It Cringe? Of course you love Let It Cringe.
That's why you're here.
I've got some ideas for some other styles of videos for this channel, because this channel is still very, very new.
Yeah.
But, look, we've got a lot of stuff sitting here anyway, and I know you guys are going to enjoy it. You guys are going to question your life choices on why you decided to even watch the channel.
But you come back for more anyway.
Look, just remember to like and subscribe. Also, check out our sponsors for today's video. You guys seem to enjoy them. So we'll see what happens this time around. And if not, let us know who you guys want us to pursue. But look, let's jump into this one, will we?
Can you make a male babysitter pay child support?
Of course you can. Of course, why wouldn't you?
I'm a single mom going to college with my sister. We currently rent an apartment together. A couple of weeks ago, I asked my neighbour, a trustworthy guy, if he could watch our kids for 2 hours while we went to class, and my sister wasn't home, and he agreed. If he babysits and doesn't accept pay, can I sue him for child support because he took on a fatherly role? I'm sure I can convince a court that he accepted a fatherly role.
That is absolutely depraved.
That's
I've already used this.
It's not even depraved, it's insane.
Yeah, I've already used this joke before, but I feel like I have to use it again. The quiz log. There's women and females. You know, and yeah, what else is dependent? That one, I thought that one was, you know, the thing is, normally when it comes to a lot of these where they're so outrageous and they're so out there, I like to believe, no, this has to be fake, I don't know, I've seen some weird stuff. I've seen some weird stuff at this point, and I'm going to lean on this is at least 70% true.
Yeah. Yes, so yeah, like 70, 75.
75, yeah. Believe. What do you guys think? I think it's true, honestly. But look, let's keep going. It gets worse.
I quit my job today for porn. I woke up late because I was up all night stroking my greasy... Nice. Didn't have enough time to shower.
Oh my god, you got it.
So I just went in with my
Stinky
winky.
Stinky winky.
Female co-worker with a nice Latina ass commented to my boss, and I got sent home.
I mean, how bad? No.
How bad does it have to be if you can smell it, like, around the office? Told my boss I wasn't coming back. I feel so free that I can goon and stroke and forget the world exists. Got 4 months before the money runs out. That's a lot of gooning, lol. Time to smoke weed and take shots all day. I set up my 65 and 55-inch TV next to my bed. Corn scenes all day, every day. Don't even have to shower anymore. Just gonna spray my semen all over my bed and pass out. Wake up and repeat, LMAO. Life is good when you have gooning. What's gooning?
I'm going
to know.
Look.
I broke up with my girlfriend for porn too. Now no one can come between me and porn. Porn is my god.
Megan, come on.
Yes, gentlemen, this truly is a king of kings amongst us. Next time I'm gunning and I'm on my knees in front of my glowing monitors, I will include you in my gunner prayers and babble. I'll pour out some vodka onto my winky and stroke for you and all the other dedicated gunners.
Someone goes into beginners out there. Beginners.
This is what all the effing something relapsers that visit these effing threads that delete their account don't understand. Corn is our life. Corn is our god. We are
cornosexual
corn addicts. We will give up our jobs, families, lives, and society for this bliss and blessing from our corn goddess mommies. Keep edging, brothers. I love you all. I love your filth and dedication. F the world. Corn is life. This is so sad.
Yeah, it is. It is. I would argue it's more sad than anything.
Like, so
you know what it is?
This Reddit is based.
A
Reddit-based bastion for all
bait
addict fist post caption stories, corn selfies, and anything as long as it's not illegal and keeps you gunned.
We're gonna have to check out the subreddit, so we're gonna have to go on and deep dive. That's next week's video.
Next week's video.
That's next week's video sorted. Thanks, Gund. Oh my god. Skaneshi demons, quite literally.
They live amongst us.
You know what it is as well? I would argue it's kind of sad. It's kind of like watching like an addict.
Yeah.
And they're embracing. It's like, man, I love getting heroin so much, guys. Does that make you know what I mean? That's kind of what it is. It's, I don't know.
Consent to sex is not consent to pregnancy. I know you want it to be that way because you want us to exist solely to make babies and stay at home and raise them for you, but that's not how it works.
I mean, like, people should know, like...
People should know the consequences of it. I'm not saying that consent to sex is consent to pregnancy, but there are so many contraceptive
there's ways
out there. And I don't agree with the hormonal contraceptive. I've used it once and I'll never go back to it again. There's other ways. There's other ways that won't pump hormones into your body.
Yeah, pretty much. I got into an argument with one of my friends a while back, and pretty much he was saying that I came to the point where I just said, like, if you're not responsible enough to
deal with the consequences,
if you're not responsible enough to have sex responsibly, then you're not responsible enough to have sex.
100%.
Does that make sense?
100%.
You're just not like if you can't protect yourself
from something that you don't want, then you shouldn't
be doing it.
No,
altogether. That's the way I would view it.
There's so many ways to protect yourself. So many, and it's not just on the girls; it's on the guys too.
I feel like I got into this one as well. It's like, to me, like I love being a dad. I really enjoy it. But again, I would recommend anyone. I would be like, no, honestly, I love having children. But a lot of people should never have kids.
Should not have kids.
You know what I mean? And I think you know yourself whether or not you should or you should not have kids. And again, with the right person, like this is all basic stuff that anyone should fucking be. But it seems like we live in a day and age where it's just not the fucking norm.
No.
You know what I mean? It's just not the norm anymore.
No.
And it feels like, you know, I thought this was just I thought this was a baseline.
Yeah.
I thought it was a baseline, but we're not in the baseline anymore. Yeah. Jesus Christ, I don't know, some mad stuff.
Like, if you're not ready to become a parent, don't have unprotected sex.
Just don't.
That's the thing. Don't have unprotected sex. That's the baseline of it. You know, like, come on.
Yeah, come on. Let's just keep going. This one's not cringe. This is just legion, rather than anything.
Unapologetically, my list for men is...
Alright, let's hear.
1. Must have completed and graduated with a bachelor's degree or higher at least 1 year ago. I just ghosted a man after finding out he graduated December with his master's degree.
Oh my god. Only in December?
Only in December? Ew. Must make $100,000 or more, either with a job or via business. No expectations. Exceptions, sorry.
Yeah.
Must be 6'1" or taller. No exceptions.
Right, okay.
If there's an age gap, it must be no greater than 5 years. No expectations. Exceptions.
See, Megan.
He must have a completely intact hairline and all of his teeth. No exceptions.
I mean, like, honestly, look after your teeth, guys. Come on. I almost agree with that one to a certain extent.
He must work out regularly to have a visible six-pack. I will not date fat guys. He must be free of drugs, alcohol, and tobacco. No exceptions. He must be childless at the time of matching. No exceptions. He must have never ever participated in the armed forces or the related fields. I swipe left on all veterans. I ghost, block and delete any man I match with. That later reveals he has served in the armed at any capacity. Same applies for cops, firefighters, EMTs,
EMTs?
guards. Why EMTs?
What EMTs?
What have you got about against firefighters and EMTs? What do they do?
What did they unironically, what did EMTs do?
And firefighters, what did they do?
Like, okay, I can get, okay, maybe the army or police on a political, like, okay, maybe, okay, I can kind of understand at least where you're coming from, but come on.
Or the related professions. Same for the relevant departments. DOD, FBI, CIA, DHS, DOS, etc.
Okay, I get behind the CIA. I get that one at least.
There are no exceptions to this. If he served for even 1 minute, he's ghosted. He must not have access to firearms or weapons. I see a gun in his profile, I swipe left. If we matched and he later reveals he hunts or shoots for sports, I block, ignore, ghost and delete him. No exceptions.
Ooh, no misogynistic.
No misogynistic men. Men who use incel language in their profiles are low effort profile. He must be within 15 miles of where I live, or there is no deal. I'm not wanting more than 10 minutes for a man to pick me up. Some exceptions.
Okay. Okay, she's easing it up here, alright? We'll give her that.
He must not be religious. I'm not giving up my Sundays or eating any weird shit. Or sacrificing anything.
Weird shit? You mean fucking... wafers or whatever?
Or eating any weird shit.
Right,
the ice cream man's here. or sacrificing anything to any god, or travelling on a pilgrimage anywhere, or doing any weird ritualistic shit. Ever. No exceptions. He must be handsome.
I like the way he has to be handsome. It's right down at the bottom. Gee, okay, so
yeah, she sounds like a cat.
She sounds lovely. She sounds
like a cat.
She sounds to die for. I would love to be with someone like this.
Right, super like.
I would do anything to be with someone like this. Unironically though, I you know the thing is, I feel so bad. Like, me and Megan, like, we got together before dating apps existed.
Well, just on the cusp of them, I think.
We started going out.
They started maybe the year before.
Did they?
I think maybe the year, but it was very low. Nobody was on them, type of thing. But I think they were about, because a couple of my friends were on it at the time.
Were they?
But they were more like dating. Where like now it's more hookup.
Dude, I don't even know if it's hookup now. I don't even know if it's hookup. Is it hookup?
I don't know.
I don't even think it is hookup.
I don't know.
I don't know. I've heard some mad horror stories. And
I've heard some horror stories too from like friends and stuff, but like
it just does not sound like fun to me at all. And it just you know, the thing is, I heard a good argument about this a while back, and the idea was incels are kind of like communists because they value everything in like sex, right? So like really, like an incel is like the proletariat and the government is like the femoids. And then there was another one I heard a while back, and it was like there's like so before the sexual revolution and all that, before contraception and stuff, like, you know, people would get married. There wasn't really sex outside of marriage because, of course, children and all that. Mm-hmm. Society as a whole just couldn't support living like that. But because of stuff like contraception and stuff like that in the 60s and 70s, sex just became like a
rampant.
Mr. Ice Cream Man, stop!
Oh, he's actually coming down our lane now because he never came down. Now he can get Ozzy an ice cream. But Ozzy's not here today.
Ozzy's not here. My mum has him. Anyway, what I'm trying to get at is
so it's like a purge in the
but it's like a stock market, and now we're in like we're in a recession of sex. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Does that make any? It's like a stock market of sex, guys, and that's where we are. And I'll need to hook it out, and I'll need to see if I can find it. But I thought it was a really interesting argument for the day, like for what we live in today, because it actually kind of like made a lot of sense to me.
So today's video is brought to you by our first ever sponsor, I think, PowerUp Paradise, which is a Game Boy phone case which charges separately from your phone, so you're not using your phone battery, and it also has loads of classic games. For example, it has Mario Bros, Donkey Kong, Tetris, and loads of others. It's compatible with loads of Samsung models, iPhone, wHy, like you're going to find your phone.
You guys got phones, like?
Yeah, like everybody's got a phone. You're going to find it, and most like who doesn't have either an iPhone, a Samsung, or wHy? You're going to find one.
Yeah, like come on. Anyway, all you got to do is use our code online5. It lets them know that we sent you, because if you go ahead and buy one and you don't put the code in,
you don't get the discount. Anyway,
you don't get a discount, and we get no shackles.
So like, get shackles.
Get me, please.
So thank you so much to your sponsors, PowerUp Paradise, and let's get back onto the video. My 28 male fiance, 27 female, lied to me about her career, and I broke up with her.
Why? What's she doing?
My fiance and I've been together for 3 years, and honestly it was perfect. We loved the same books and we loved to go on hikes together. She was truly an amazing person. Before we were together, I asked her what she did, and she told me that she was a YouTube/blogger of sorts, though she had deleted her content because it was so bad. A friend of hers had shown me some of her skits, and I was satisfied. She currently worked as a hairstylist. A friend of mine recently sent me some videos with the caption, "I'm sorry, bro." My fiance was in sex work in some pretty low budget films. Honestly, after watching the videos I nearly fainted. There were a total of 7 videos, and they were all very disturbing. I truly felt violated because she chose to lie to me about all of this. Now all my friends and colleagues will find out, and I'd been taken for a sucker. I confronted her about the videos, and she broke down crying. She told me she was having a hard time finding men to date, and when she met me, she didn't want to lose me. She told me she was going to hide this forever. I feel so disgusted. All my friends are probably making jokes behind my back, and she trapped me in this relationship. If I had known her career history, I would have accepted it, but would have never dreamt of dating her. I took away the engagement ring and have kicked her out of the apartment for now. I'm getting messages from her and her friends begging me to talk this through, but I don't think I can. I now also need to check for STDs.
Oh Jesus, how bad was it?
Should I forget this and give her another chance? TLDR, my fiance was lied to me about her career, and it's a deal breaker.
So, I'll go back to something I've talked about many times before, and I would argue the problem that we have is there's a lot of women that go into this line of work and they have no idea what it is they're actually getting into.
Yeah.
And honest to God, I feel like there's a lot of manipulation, I think, behind the scenes.
I don't blame the girls going into it.
I feel like they're too young and they don't really understand what it is that they're...
too young. They get manipulated into doing it and then they're stuck.
Yeah.
There's no way of coming out, and what's on the internet is what's on the internet.
Yeah, once it's on, it's on. Again, it's one of those ones, she knew... Again, it's one of those ones. She did lie about it.
I know she lied. I understand why she. I understand why she kept it.
I understand why. Yeah,
I fully understand.
I feel like there's no winner in this situation.
There's no winner in this situation. She done him dirty.
You know who the winner is? Fucking porn industry. That's the winner. That's the only winner.
Yeah.
You know.
She was wrong for lying to him. I feel really bad for him. Because nobody wants that, but I feel really bad for her because I understand why she hid it.
Yeah.
Completely.
Yeah, I do. I want to know how bad it was, or how bad was it? Like, what was it that they were actually in?
What's that, low budget?
Low budget, like...
So, amateur stuff?
But, like, you know, he said it sounded, like, really out there. It must have been bad. You know what I mean? But,
there's comments, there's screenshots of
let's see the comments. Let's see the comments. Right, you ready?
Somebody said, can I have her number?
Oh, God.
Seriously, though, what's the big deal? Did you think she was a virgin before you came along? That's not the point.
Yeah.
If not, then you knew she had sex and you were fine with it. What's the difference if it was filmed? Like, if she went behind your back and did porn while you were together and lied about it. Then I'd get it. Wait, was it not whenever they were together?
No, it wasn't before. It wasn't. They weren't together. Or were they actually? Here, because then what has she been doing? Well, she said she used to be. Has she been doing this the whole time?
I don't know.
If she's been doing this the whole time, Jesus Christ.
Hold on.
Keep going.
Before we were together, I asked her what we did. A friend of hers showed me some of her skits. She currently works as a hairstylist. I don't know.
Oh, right, okay. Again, but like, it's one of those ones. I feel like there's a lot of people that are just manipulated into this line of work. Honest to God, I really do think, like, you know,
I don't know. Maybe, well, if it was before that, I wouldn't.
But again, she should have been straight up about it.
She should have.
If it's a deal breaker, it's a deal breaker.
Yeah.
You know, it's a deal breaker. You know, I don't know what other way to put it.
If she went behind your back and did porn while you were together and lied about it, then I get it. Infidelity and all, but she was absolutely the same person she was after you found out that she was before you found out. Literally nothing about her has changed. It's like that old TV comedy trope where someone tries a piece of food and says it's delicious, and then someone says, oh, it's buffalo testicles, and then they spit it out all disgusted. But they literally just said it was delicious. Same thing here.
I don't know, like...
The reason she didn't want to tell you is because she has been in this situation before with being harshly judged for sex work. I mean, serious question. Do you watch porn? If so, I think you're a huge hypocrite.
I feel like it's one of those ones. I feel like there's the people that get into it, I think, are very much lied to about what it is they're actually getting in.
Yeah.
Could you imagine, right? Is it anything worse, right? Okay, so you get them girls that do it, and they make thousands upon thousands a month.
Yeah.
Which is amazing,
like,
right?
Good on
Big
them.
money. I feel like if I was nice looking, I'd sell pictures of my asshole, no issue. Just putting that out there. However, imagine you're selling pictures of your asshole and you don't even make any money.
Oh,
mate, imagine that.
What a hit! What a hit!
Is there anything worse than that? Like, imagine you get all the negatives and you don't even get a nice payday from it all.
What a hit!
You don't even get a fucking payday from it all.
Honestly,
that's appalling. Like, what's this other one say?
Okay, so lying about it isn't cool, and she 100% should have told you about those videos so you didn't find out the way you did. But your reaction to it is gross, to be honest. You don't even seem to be upset about the lying, just the act of her being a former sex worker. No, he said he's upset about her lying.
Yeah, he did say that.
And the low possibility of people finding out or even caring. That's a big hit, dear.
I don't know. Like, what do you? Well, if it was one of his friends sent him it, so they must have found it.
So they know. So that's a big hit to his. Not so much ego, but it's a big hit to his.
Yeah, do you want to see what my wife's titties look like?
Like everybody knows what she looks like having sex. Like everybody, like
yeah. I mean, like
men like to keep that private.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know.
You seem to be focused on your image. It doesn't sound like she's particularly proud of it or even enjoyed it much, and it seems to be dark past for her. Did you even let her explain herself and why she participated in this? There just seems to be a lot of angry tone towards sex work in general in your post. Also, if your friends are going to make fun of you and her for being a former sex worker, they suck too. That's not cool.
Yeah, well, like, I don't know.
Honestly, I don't think his friend were making fun of him. He literally sent it to him and said, I'm
sorry about that. Yeah, I think...
if it was anybody else... the decent thing to do is to send it to them to make sure that they know about it.
Yeah, be like, I won't say nothing about it, don't worry about it, like, but just here, you better off knowing. You know what I mean? It's one of those ones. It's a bad situation all round. All I'm going to say is, there's a lot of fucking evil people in this world that are going to try and manipulate you into doing 100%. All sort of things, which is why you should check out our sponsor down below. Alright, sorry guys, next post.
I once set up a sim to have my exact life. The sim spent all the time crying, and I stopped playing after that.
I don't know if I should tell you some of my horrible experiences with The Sims. Should I?
No.
They're kind of sad.
Why?
I wasn't going to put this in, but we caught it and I told Megan what it was and she laughed at me. It's like, no, put it in. It's like, right, okay. So whenever I was younger, I like tried to set the sim up like the same as this, but I didn't know what the social thing meant. And I just like...
Your sim was always lonely?
Yeah, my sim was lonely. I didn't have anyone to talk to.
My heart. It's fucking hilarious.
I mean, it's funny now when you think about it, but like, you know,
it's really sad.
It's really fucking sad. Yeah,
that's really sad.
Well, I didn't know what it meant. Social, I didn't, like, you know, I just looked. I was like, what does that mean? Man, I was like 7 at the time, Megan.
Yeah, I get it.
You know what I mean? It was one of those ones I was like, I can be arsed with it. Like, I just want to play this one sim. And then whenever like you'd make a new house or whatever, then you'd have all these people show up at the house. Like, I don't want to hide away from them. Yeah. And then no one ever shows up at the house ever again.
That's so sad.
But that's the way it worked on the PS2.
Yeah, I know.
Like, if you didn't like talk to anyone.
No, it works like that. I know all the Sims.
Was it? Yeah. So there you guys go. I think that's where we'll finish up for today. Femoids, am I right, guys?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Like, this was you know what? This wasn't the cock video. This is the femoid video. There's so many of them. Jesus Christ! You have to wonder about some of these people, though. Like, what is it? Like, what? Look, all I can say is, like, you know, look, life's hard enough. We've got enough fucking issues. You know, everyone's got enough going on in their lives to have to deal with all this.
Why do we have to make it harder?
But yeah, I mean, like, that's something that I wonder about a lot of the time. Like, honest to God, so I've been trying to use Twitter more and more recently and see some of the stuff them boys argue about on it. Oh my God, no lifers, a lot of them.
Yeah,
like, you need to see it. Some of the arguments, it's like, it's so gay.
It's so
bad. Like, it's actually not. It's to the point of this is actually pathetic. Like, this is not cash money at all, guys. I'm sorry.
No.
But anyway, you got any femoid stories, and what do you think of the section of sex? Are we in a deep...
Check out our sponsor, please. Thank you.
Which I don't know. Which I'll throw in Power of Paradise. So
Power of Paradise.
It did well. You guys liked the Power of Paradise, and you guys liked the cHiLd wallet. A few of them. I'll look in and have a wee nosy about. I don't really. You see, the thing is, I don't really like doing sponsors. So there's 2 ways you can do sponsors. You can either do affiliates, or you can get a paid set amount. When you get paid a set amount, essentially the sponsor owns you, though.
Yeah, so we just do
affiliates because then it means like they just say like, look, you guys promote it the way you guys want to promote it, and if you guys think it'll work out, then we'll do that. That's the way I like to do it. I don't really like to do paydays because once you accept money from a different company, then they are like, no, you can't do that. Do this instead.
Yeah,
and they'll hold back on paying you. Like, it's a nightmare. nightmare. Trust me, guys.
nightmare.
I don't know any YouTube channel that takes like cash small. I don't know. I get it, but at the same time, I think you should have. I think anyone should avoid those sorts.
Yeah.
So again, it means we have to find stuff that is actually interesting to you guys, and stuff that you guys would actually be interested in. So please let us know. And anything else? No, I can't think of.
No.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see you in the next video. Bye.